Join us as we take you around one of the most beautiful ports in the world, Olden. We start off by taking a trip on the Loen Skylift and have a look at the beautiful views. And also we take a trek up to the Briksdal Glacier, another one not to miss. In Alesund, find out if the excursion we took through P&O Cruises was worth it. And of course we spend lots of time aboard P&O Cruises Aurora, so stick around and find out what we get up to. Olden. Simply put, one of the most beautiful places in the world. There's something so special about this place. We're not sure what it is, but every time we come here, it's like it feeds our soul. It sounds cheesy, I know, but there's something so beautiful about it. Now, to really get the most of this place, it's really important, if you can, get up nice and early. I'd say from around 5:30, because the Sail-in is truly stunning.
So we're just on the sail into Olden. It's as breathtaking as we remember. It's so nice.
It's magical, isn't it?
Yes.
So we're just coming for a quick continental, haven't we? Coffee. This is all new furniture, isn't it?
It is. It's really comfy.
New carpets.
Yeah.
It's looking very swanky, isn't it? And look at this view. And before we knew it, we were already in port. Wow, how gorgeous is that? Now, it looks like we're docking into Olden like really early. It looks like around 8 AM, so I'm going to rush back now and get a shower, because we're going to go on the Loen Skylift first, I think, and the earlier you go, the better, because obviously there's less of a queue. Yay! It's lovely and quiet this time in the morning. Not many people about, but if you're ever coming into Olden, I'd always recommend getting up nice and early. Just for that sail-in, it's perfect. So we're actually the very first people off the ship.
Yay!
That's never happened before, has it?
No.
So yeah, we're just going to wait for the guys to come out that sell the Loen Skylift tickets.
Yes.
And then, yeah, we're going to try and get up there as quickly as we can, because we've noticed there's another cruise ship that's docking over by Loen Skylift, and it can get quite busy. So it's worth getting on as quickly as you can.
Yay!
When you've got your tickets for the Loen Skylift, this is the bus you will take. Oh, bless little Aurora there with a little bulge at the front, poking out of the water.
Aww. We've all been there.
Well, other than observing Aurora's bulge, we also took the time to take in the beautiful scenery around us. We visited Olden at the end of April, and it's a really nice time to come here. As you can see, there's still snow-capped mountains which really add to the area. We booked a slot on the Loen Skylift using a third party, and this cost around £65 per person at the time of recording. It's time!
Yes!
So the bus ride took around 5 minutes,
yeah.
if that, and the buses leave about every 20 minutes.
Yes.
So nice and easy.
Yeah.
So as with pretty much every destination in Norway, there is a souvenir shop where you can get your goodies before or after you've boarded. Then we made our way up to the station to wait for the cable car. Here we go. Now, as we had already done this excursion in the past, we didn't go to the front of the cable car so other people could have a go. But if you'd like to see the video we got from when we did go to the front of the cable car, I'll put a link at the end of this video so you can check it out. The ascent takes around 3.5 minutes. Oh guys, wish we had smell-o-vision. They smell absolutely stunning. Last time we came up here it was very cloudy and murky, so this time we had the ultimate treat. These views were incredible. all the snow, guys.
As well as all the beautiful views, it was so cool to be up here with all of this snow, especially this time of year as well. Just coming out of winter, it was a real treat.
Hey, so yeah, I'm not a huge fan of heights. It is slightly terrifying, but it's incredible. I didn't realise how much the cloud cover last time made me feel safe because I couldn't see anything. But that said, I'm happy I can see it today. I'm just very aware of how high we are.
It's crazy. Look how deep the snow is. It's nuts. Oh, look at that. It's literally taller than you. Literally taller than you. Yeah, only noticed this on the way back.
At the top you've got the Hoven restaurant. We've never eaten here, but it smells and looks gorgeous, and of course with this view it's absolutely perfect.
Now this is what you call a restaurant with a view. So we got a couple of little lattes. Actually cappuccinos. I think it's 130 NOK, but I'll put the price on top. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yes. That is a good cookie.
Good cookie?
Really good cookie.
How much were they?
For the cookie and the cinnamon bun, it was £8.72.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I know, for Norway, that's pretty reasonable. And considering where we are.
Oh, we're going fast.
I told you I remembered it being faster.
So yeah, just so it doesn't make you jump if you go on it, it does go much faster on the way down. I guess gravity and all that, eh? We made our way back on the shuttle bus and headed back to the ship.
Well, that was amazing, wasn't it?
That was unbelievable, yes.
So we are going to nip back on the ship now and have a little bit of light lunch, and then we're going to try and head to Briksdal Glacier.
Yes, so definitely recommend going up there early. They did say that on sunny days like this, the queue can be over an hour. So definitely pays to like hop off, get up there nice and early, and just the views were so amazing.
Exactly.
This little pub just opposite the cruise ship is absolutely gorgeous, and if you want to try some Norwegian ale or lager, it's a great place to visit. I can't remember the exact price, but I think they were around £8 or £9 each. As we still had plenty of time left, we decided to make our way on a shuttle bus to the Briksdal Glacier. Now if you take this trip, keep looking right, because if the conditions are just right, you get this really cool mirror effect on the water. After about 20-25 minutes, we made it to the Briksdal Glacier, well, at least the bottom of the summit.
So here we are back in Briksdal. And even before we started the walk, have a look at this. Are you ready for this?
Yes, we are ready. We've got some water, we've got some snacks. We're good. We probably won't need the coats. We'll get really sweaty. But
Yeah,
let's do this.
it's all right. Let's do this. Off we go on our trek.
Yes.
Now you can, of
gorgeous.
course, opt into paying for the troll cars. We're not going to, because we need to work off some calories, don't we?
Yes. Urgently.
Wow, we barely started walking. We can already kind of see it. I think it's bigger than last time, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's what they all say. Hey.
So far then, how hard would you rate this walk?
It's definitely a challenge. More so because we've got the coats and we're so warm already.
It is, yeah, it's really mild.
Yeah, I'll
today.
take mine off in a second, actually.
There's a fair few steps, so yeah, definitely bear that in mind if you're going to do this without the troll cars.
This really is a beautiful walk, but there is no doubt it's quite a hard walk as well, so definitely bear that in mind.
Definitely the key when you're in Norway, because you never know how cold or warm it's going to be.
Yes.
Just wear layers so you can take stuff off, because like we've got like our big winter jackets on and we are absolutely roasting.
We are.
So yeah, definitely bear it in mind.
Hey, we found little trolls from Frozen again. Just when you think you've got past the worst bit, they throw you another hill. Oh, quit moaning, Gareth. It's worth it. Look at this. So, as you're watching this, you're probably watching like all the beautiful footage to nice music. But what you don't realise is it's like gale force winds when you turn around.
But we're still on selfie mode, so you still can't see.
No, it's not actually too bad actually.
No, the wind did drop as we turned around.
Yeah, it's typical, isn't it? So, you can probably hear us again now.
Yes,
Crikey.
hopefully. You might not be able to see us, though.
1 minute it was like really still and calm. And then, like, gale force winds just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but stunning, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's so nice. Water was just beautiful.
I loved it. Really blue water.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looks like we're running, but this is just us walking. Bit wobbly. See if we can do some image stabilization in the post-production, shall we?
We're going to go down now and get some cake.
Yes,
we deserve it.
We've earned the cake.
We deserve this.
We deserve it. Hey, so this is where the troll cars will drop you off if you're getting them at the Briksdal Glacier. It's still about 700 metres up to get there, and it's quite steep even from here. There are picnic benches along the way, and let's stop for a rest if you want, but it is quite steep. But that said, if you still come here and get the troll car and just finish here, it's still pretty beautiful.
Well then guys, we've got a little feast here.
We do indeed, yes. So it was 185 NOK each, and then you can have all the cake that you want.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I really did. We love Olden so much.
It's well worth it.
Yes.
Originally we were going to get a local bus, but because it's Sunday, it's not well, it is running, but it's
really
barely
infrequent.
running.
Yeah, it's like 3 buses a day.
Yeah.
Plus, we actually found out it drops you off right at the bottom, like below the cafe as well. So you have to start the hike. You add a third additional on top of the hike, basically. So it may be £6. I'd rather spend the 40 and get a private excursion.
So do bear that in mind if you do use that little Hinton trick that we put on our other vlog. Yes. But now we're going to celebrate being back and go back to the pub. Yay! Hey. Hello.
Oh, God. Hello.
As usual, Olden said goodbye to us in its own special way. As the sail out of Olden is just as good as the sail in, we made our way to the crow's nest just to relax and watch the beautiful scenery go past and, of course, listen to some smooth jazz. Good evening. We are just sailing away from Olden and we are so sad. We absolutely love this place and oh gosh, it's just so beautiful, as you've probably seen. We spent the evening so far in the crow's nest just watching the Sailaway. We left at around 6:15, a little bit earlier than usual. And now we are going to head to the Medina restaurant for our first main dining room meal, and we are very excited. So watch this space and see how we get on. So we're in the Medina.
We are in the Medina restaurant tonight, and we're very excited. It's our first time in here, and it also happens to be Aurora's 25th birthday. So we'll be given some fizz. Yes. Yeah. Happy birthday, Aurora. 25 years young and looking very fresh. Bit worn on the outside, but aren't we all?
Well, exactly that.
Yeah.
Now, shall we have a look at the menu?
Let's have a little look at the menu.
But look, so this is looking very swanky to me. Compared to the menus we've seen before, it's looking lovely. I don't know if they've done one like special for the 25th, but it's looking really, really nice. To me anyway. Still haven't decided what I'm having, but there we go.
As usual, they give you recommended wines, that kind of thing. But we have noticed they started like a signature selection. It's like an add-on little bit, so you can get some upgraded mains should you wish to. But if you're new to P&O Cruises, be aware that anything on this side is included in your cruise fare. Now, the last time we had bread rolls on P&O, it was on Arvia, and they were like hockey pucks.
They were dreadful.
You were not happy, were you?
No.
But these are rather divine. We're very happy, aren't we?
We are. Are they as good? Oh, where was it? The pretzel bread on Royal Caribbean.
No, that is the question.
That's a different level. These are still very good. Thank you, P&O, for doing bread that doesn't break teeth.
So for my starters, I went for the terrine. You know what? It looks lovely. But then you went for one of the signature starters, didn't you,
I
darling?
went for the upcharge, the salmon.
Yeah.
Salmon tatiki.
Was it tuna?
It's tuna, not salmon. Thank you. And this is the dish here. Looks very, very nice.
Just doesn't it? It definitely looks like a signature premium dish.
It does. It does. It does concern me that P&O seems to be moving more to the charged area, so it doesn't feel very P&O. But it looks delicious, so we'll see.
And to be fair, if you get what you pay for, at least you've got the option.
Yeah.
My starter, the terrine, was really, really nice. It was really tasty. The crisps, they were nice as well. A little side. Yeah, I liked it. It was really tasty.
I went for the signature starter, the tuna tatki. The tuna, not salmon. It was really good, you know. Really, really tasty. It looked signature in its style. It definitely looked slightly different to what you had, and it was really delicious. My only concern is, and we were just talking about this, of the main dining room, the 2 pages that you have on offer, 1 page is all upcharge items, the wine list, the wine pairings, and then all the signature styles. There are still more individual meals on the included section, but it's just a bit of a concern. It doesn't feel like the P&O that we know. It feels more like they're charging for more and more and more. Literally now, we're at the point in the main dining room, half the menu is an upcharge. So it's an interesting change.
But the question is what they're charging worth the value that you've received tonight, in your opinion?
Yeah, good question. It's definitely one of the favourite starters I've ever had on P&O. So it's definitely like elevated. I'd say it's worth the money for sure. I'd have 2 more of them if they bought them. It's just different, you know, like just there's upcharge. Everything costs a bit more at the minute, and I'm noticing it more than I have done before. It was worth it. It just doesn't feel P&O.
Interesting. Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you agree? Oh, guys, I wish you had smell-o-vision, because this smells amazing. So I went for the steak. Sirloin steak, medium rare, with some garlic-infused broccoli and French fries. And then, Ben, what did you go for?
I went for the Moroccan spiced lamb, which has been served with Hasselback potatoes and broccoli, and some mint sauce, obviously.
Ah, of course. Here goes, I say.
It smells
looks
amazing.
Absolutely beautiful, doesn't it?
Yes.
Look at
I
that.
have found a problem though.
Oh, please.
I'm going to want to pick up the plate and drink the gravy, and I'm not going to be able to do it. Pour it into my wine flute. Champagne flute. Hey, so I've just finished the lamb. It was really nice, you know, like clean plate. Very, very good. And this was in the included section of the menu. And it was really good. Really, really good.
I went for the sirloin steak, and it was perfectly cooked. I asked for medium rare, and that's exactly as it came. And it was exceptionally tasty. Texture was great. The fries were lovely, not oily. They were perfect. And the broccoli, I don't really like broccoli, but it was garlic infused, and it gave it a bit of a kick. So I enjoyed it all the same. And pretty much clean plates. There's a little bit of fat on the side, but that's to be expected on a sirloin. So, you know what? For the main dining room, I think out of all the P&O cruises that we've done so far, this has been the best main dining room experience we've had.
100%.
So kudos to Aurora. Thank you very much. It's beautiful. Oh, here's my cheeky dessert. It's looking rather splendid. And we've got some lovely ice cream to share. Very kind of him to bring that out.
Yes.
What have you got, Don?
I have got the essentially peach crumble and then a vanilla and thyme ice cream, which I'm intrigued and curious about. Okay, so positives, it's delicious. Technically negative, it's not ice cream. It's in no way cold. It's cream. That's delicious, but not ice cream. It's the ice. Oh no, the ice cream's at the bottom. Oh. No, that's biscuit. Still really good.
My dessert was okay, but the gelatin on top was very sour. We'd had a long day, so we had a couple more drinks and then hit the hay.
Oh guys, it's looking a little bit dreary. But it won't dampen our spirits, we'll still have a good day. So because we've got a little trip, we've come into the buffet for some breakfast. As you can see, I've got a hearty one because I've got a very slight headache from our excursions yesterday. And then you've got some, well, very light breakfast, haven't you? You know what, as far as cruise buffets go, P&O Cruises do a really nice breakfast in the Horizon buffet. I do prefer it most of the time in the main dining room, but yeah, the buffet is generally pretty good. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
So we are just about to go on a trip. So this one we actually booked through P&O Cruises directly, which goes against everything we normally do, but because this cruise is slightly before the main season kicks in, it was the only way I could actually get us onto this trip because you couldn't book it third party. It's looking a little bit dreary out there, but you know what? I think we'll still have a really good time, won't we?
Exactly. We've had incredible weather so far, so the price for that is a little bit of rain today.
Exactly.
So, yeah, still be amazing.
And that's why when you come on a Norway holiday, it's always good to pack everything that you can. Exactly, because you never can tell how it's going to turn out.
No.
So, shall we go and do this?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Bye.
With that, we made our way to the gangway on deck 4. It was a very wet day indeed, so lucky for us, the excursion took off from right outside of the cruise ship. As you can see, because of the heavy rain, we couldn't really see much through the windows, but luckily there was a little space on top of the ferry that we could go outside to as well. We obviously didn't spend too much time outside because we were getting drenched, but as you can see, when we were outside we got some really stunning views. The conditions today really do remind you why it's so important to pack for every eventuality, weather-wise anyway, because honestly it could have been like this every day on this cruise. In Norway, the weather is unpredictable and notorious for rain. We just got really lucky, so definitely bear that in mind. Unfortunately, we didn't see any whales on this voyage, but there we go, maybe next time. We made our way over to the Medina restaurant for lunch.
Lunchtime in the Medina.
Yes, indeed. Just to warm through because it was a cold morning, a very Norwegian temperature morning.
Yes, and this is our first lunch in the main dining room, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You are very cool.
So, shall we have a little look at the menu?
Yes.
Let's have a look. So yeah, we were just saying it's a very tight menu, but I think I'm going to go for the lighter option, wild mushroom and risotto cake, along with the Asian barbecue chicken breast and burger. What about you, Donald?
So I think I'm going to go for the cheddar and piccalilli baguette from the sandwich option, and then I might do the pasta and pesto, or I might do a pie. I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh well, you need the pressure.
I need the pressure. I need the moment to help me decide.
Until then, we've got the bread. So we were just talking about the excursion that we'd just come off. Now, obviously the weather put a bit of a dampener on it, but that can't be helped. It's one of those things. And even though it looked really atmospheric and some of the scenery, as you'll see in the footage, was absolutely gorgeous. Now, one thing we did note, that in the description, it gives the impression that they serve coffees, a pastry, and that kind of thing as part of the trip. But nothing ever came out, and when Ben went to get coffee, he was charged, and it was 40 NOK per coffee.
Each.
Yeah, per coffee, which is around, I think it's £4 or £5 each?
£6-7 total.
Dependent at the time. But yeah, so nothing was kind of part of the trip, which we thought was a bit off. And also, the actual ferry that was used, there were seats, I suppose, similar to like an aeroplane. So you've got 2, then like 4, then 2. So if you were lucky enough to get a seat on the side, it was okay because you had a window view. But the vast majority of people on the excursion were stuck in the middle, and they barely had a view. So in our opinion, it wasn't really fit for an excursion, and they shouldn't have gone with that. So honestly, if we were to recommend it, I'd say I wouldn't. But if you really want to, and you know it looks like a bit of you, book it, but try and get it third party if it's in season, because you'll probably get it cheaper. And also just make sure you get there nice and early so you get one of the window seats. Alright, so quickly before we took in, this is the risotto mushroom thing. It looks gorgeous. And this is a chicken burger with sautéed potatoes. It looks nice. Came out very quickly, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I have the steak pie with a cheese baguette and some fries. A lot of fries.
Yeah, we didn't realise the light plates would be quite as big as they are.
Exactly. I just thought the baguette was going to be like a half one because it was in light bites. Yeah. It's a full baguette, so I don't think I'll be hungry for much longer.
As the weather had improved in the afternoon, we decided to go for a little walk around Alesund itself. The town itself is really charming, and it's got lots of lovely architecture and, as always, lots of shops, a couple of bars and bakeries, that kind of thing. After a nice chilled out walk around the shops, we decided to make our way back to the beautiful Aurora. Hey guys, we just thought we'd give you a quick catch up on what we've been up to this afternoon.
Yes. So we started the day obviously with the excursion in Alesund, which means Ålesund.
Yes.
Fun fact for you. And then we went for a walk around, and from there kind of the day sort of came to a really nice slow pace.
It did.
Yes, we needed it. We were tired after yesterday.
Yeah.
So I pretty much parked myself in Champions and read my book and had some beer flights.
Indeed.
You'll see those on the folio.
Yes. And I went to the free steam room and sauna that you can use in the Oasis Spa. As I say, it's completely free, and it's a really nice little facility.
Yes, I may even use it myself at some point.
Why not? And then, yeah, we literally just came back and had a little siesta because we were just so tired. I think yesterday just burned today. And obviously we want to be nice and lively for tonight.
Yes.
And tonight we are going to head back to the Medina restaurant to try another main dining room meal.
Yeah, it was really good last night, wasn't it? And for lunch.
Gorgeous.
But I am going to order a smaller portion because I didn't realise light bites could be so substantial.
Yeah, we'll definitely know that for lunch next time, for sure.
Yes.
But yeah, I could definitely eat again, so I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
And then after that, we're going to head to the Curson Theatre. It's going to be the first time.
First time. I'm excited.
Yeah, so we're going to go and see a comedian, which is exciting. And thereafter, we'll wait and see. We're hoping to go to Carman's.
Yes.
Isn't it, for some music?
Yeah, folk dancing and... Folk dancing? Folk singing.
Yes.
Folk songs.
Yeah, but because Carman's and Masquerade, they're quite small venues and they fill up quite quickly, so it just depends on if we can get space. But we'll have a look either way anyway.
Yes.
And if we can't get in there, we'll have a little mooch around the ship and see what else is going on. There's always something.
Yes, exactly that.
Well, shall we crack on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this. So, just seen, they're playing Mamma Mia.
Yes.
Absolutely gutted. It was advertised as Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, and let's face it, no one likes Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
No.
Everyone likes the original.
Exactly.
But there we go. We might catch it later on if, like, Commons and all that is full. It's just good because it's always nice to have lots of options.
It is. Yes.
Well, now we fancy a little tipple at our favourite bar.
We do. Hey.
Hello. The Glass House.
We do indeed.
So we've been in the virtual queue now for a while for the Medina restaurant, and it's just not going down.
No.
So we're just going to go down to the Medina restaurant and see what's happening.
Yeah, see if we need to be in a physical queue.
Yeah. So the virtual queue, it just doesn't work.
No.
When we went there, she said, well, if you don't feel like the virtual queue's working, we'll just put you in another queue. Don't cancel your place in the virtual queue though, because it'll still be the same as what the buzzer is.
Yeah. So we're just going to see what goes first.
Yeah. Well, I just said, well, why have you got two systems? What's the point in having the virtual queue and this if it's going to be the same place anyway?
Exactly.
And she said, well, don't worry, you're still 12th place in the queue. It won't make any difference.
But
well, on the virtual queue, we're 20th.
Still.
So it just doesn't make any difference. So I think P&O Cruises have just got to decide if they're doing a virtual queue or just sticking with manual buzzers, because it just causes so much confusion.
Exactly. Because we joined the queue at 6:30 when it opens.
Yeah.
And we were 3rd. Then we got bumped to 11th. Then we got bumped to 20th.
Yeah.
And then we've come here and there isn't a queue, but it's full. And they've said it's now a 45-minute wait because there's no room.
Exactly. And it's freedom dining. So I think if we would have just come down to the restaurant and just, tried our luck, we'd have got a table. But no, because we've actually followed the process and done a virtual queue, we've got to wait 45 minutes because they're full. So it's fine. Like, we're not bitching about it, as it were.
No,
it's just
it's
annoying.
frustrating.
Yeah.
So whilst we waited for our buzzer to, buzz, we had a little walk around the ship. There wasn't much going on, understandably, as lots of people were going to dinner, but we didn't mind. It was nice just to have a little look around just to see what was going on.
So we're being buzzed, but we're still 20th in the virtual queue.
Yes. So summary is, don't do virtual queue, just get one of these.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, guys, special tonight. Look at this view. How gorgeous is that?
It's so cool. We've not had a window before.
No, we never get a window.
Not in the main dining room, at least. We have, obviously, like in Chops Grill and places like that.
Yeah.
But not in an MDR before, so really excited.
A lovely surprise.
Yes.
Now, obviously we got a bit of bread. We went for an olive bread today. It sounds gorgeous. It looks gorgeous as well. So we're just having a look at tonight's menu, and you know what? It's completely different to last night, which is great. So, darling, what are you having for your dinner?
Yes, so to start, I'm having some potted shrimp with some sourdough toast. And then for a main, I've gone veggie. I'm going for a Gruyere custard tart thing, because it just makes a real change, and I fancied it.
It sounds really nice.
It does sound really good. Really looking forward to it.
And for me, I'm going to go pretty bog standard for my tastes. I'm going to go for the duck pate for the starter, and for the mains, I'm going to go for the beef bourguignon. Is it bourguignon?
Bourguignon?
Something like that. I'm going to go all French tonight. And we've also gone for a nice bottle of wine, which is rare for us, but because we're in a nice posh seat, we thought, go on, splash out, spoil ourselves. So here's my duck en croûte pate. That's nice.
Nice. And my shrimp with sourdough toast. It's not anything like what I expected it to look like, so I'm a bit nervous about it now.
Yeah, I think
But
I
I'm
would,
sure it tastes amazing.
I would be a little bit nervous too. I'm losing my voice.
Losing your voice?
I'm
Yeah.
turning into, what's her name from the Bake Off?
Prue.
Prue.
Yes. Hey, so my starter came and it wasn't for me. It was fine. It's just not what I expected it to be. I expected almost like a prawn cocktail kind of thing. But that's not what it was. It's fine. It happens.
Yeah, it was kind of fatty, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of like a... Do you know when you have a pate and you've got a layer of fat at the top sometimes? It was just that as the whole thing, like that layer of fat with the prawns like frozen within.
Yeah.
So I just picked out the prawns, ate those. They were really nice. And then I'd take the toast on the side with some lemon. Yeah,
It's okay. We've still got a main to go.
exactly.
And I'll be short and sweet. Mine was gorgeous. It was really nice. I just loved it all. I never eat the salads. No offense to the chef. I just don't like it. But it was gorgeous. So we just got our mains, and what a pleasant surprise. This is the beef bourguignon, broccoli, possibly beef, mushroom, and even some crispy bacon. And this potato thing looks epic. And you've gone for the veggie option, haven't you, darling?
I have. So I have a Gruyere cheese tart with some roast potatoes, some gravy, and some carrots and asparagus. So very much looking forward to this.
Looks beautiful. Let's dig in. Well, empty plates, completely empty. And you know what? I loved my main course. The beef was really nice, but I have to be honest, it was the potato thing that really shone on the plate. It was so tasty. I could have 5 more if I could find a room. Honestly, so nice. What did you think, Beth?
So I really enjoyed mine as well. It was actually one of my favourite mains I've had on the ship. Weirdly, for me, the glass house is still my favourite main. But I really enjoyed it. I just left a bit of asparagus because, you know.
And here she is, tiramisu.
Tiramisu, dark and stormy tiramisu.
It looks nice, doesn't it?
It does. It's very good.
And to round things off, a cheeky coffee. That was lovely, wasn't it?
Really good dessert. Best one I've had on ship by far. Really good portion. The rum was, you could taste it, but it wasn't overpowering. And I'm really glad I added the vanilla ice cream. Just because I wanted it.
Yeah. So we're just going to give Carman's a go. Let's see what it's like. Tonight the headliners were performing in here. It was a show called Up All Night, and essentially it was a jukebox musical with a folk twist. And you know what? I really enjoyed it.
Good idea.
We then made our way to the Curson Theatre for the first time this voyage. Tonight there was a comedian on. Forgive me, I completely forget his name. He went down pretty well. You know what? If you like old school dad jokes, he will be right up your street.
No, James, sorry mate, it was Torquay and Swindon.
Well, good morning guys. While Ben has a quick shower, I am nipping to the laundrette to iron some clothes so we can go down and have some breakfast in the Medina restaurant. So we're at sea at the moment, but we are on our way to the Lofton Islands, and trust me, you are not going to want to miss this. We'll cover all the Lofton Islands in the next episode, so if you haven't already, hit subscribe and we'll let you know when we release the next episode. It's completely free, don't worry, it's not chargeable. Just click away and we'll let you know when we release our new episodes. Yay! We then made our way down to the Medina restaurant for a nice cooked breakfast. Now, we've shown the cooked breakfasts in the main dining room a few times now, so I'll quickly gloss over it. If you want to know more detail about how it works, then check out the former episode because we go into detail there. So let's have a look at what's going on today. So it's formal night tonight. We're eating in the beach house, so I don't think we're going to bother dressing up to the nines tonight. We'll still dress smart, but
Yeah.
you know. And gosh, there's just so much going on. P&O are really good throughout the day with stuff to do. There's quizzes, there's back pain relief. If If you want to learn bridge, you can do that. Line dancing.
Latin.
Yes, you can learn Latin, not to be confused with Latin language, Latin dancing. Blackjack, vocal workshop. There's literally loads and loads to get involved in, which is really good. Also, there's a little bit of information on what to do with the tender process. So tomorrow, because we're in the Lofton Islands, I always forget them, we have to actually go to the islands via a tender. So basically, they give you a little overview of how that works. We've just got back from breakfast and a cheeky little flutter in the casino.
We have indeed, yeah. It was weird going to the casino straight away, but we went to go buy bingo tickets because they were on sale at 10 from the casino. But we got there and there was a sign saying, sorry for the inconvenience, it's now going to be 11. So we're like, oh, we're here now, let's just have a gamble. Started out really badly. Like, I lost a decent wedge in the slot machines. Then you convinced me to go on roulette.
Yes, and we lost a bit more, but then we clawed a bit back. Yeah. And after all of that, we decided, actually, we're not going to play bingo.
No.
And we're just going to hedge our bets and just kind of stick to roulette if we have another flutter.
Exactly.
And, yeah, quite frankly, save the money.
Yes.
Because we've already got quite a lot on. We've got a nice spa treatment this afternoon. So we didn't pre-book this before we boarded the cruise. We went to the spa raffle. And everyone's a winner at a spa raffle because they give you a nice exclusive little deal.
Exactly.
So
everyone's a winner, but really 4 people are winners. Everyone else gets a decent discount.
Exactly, yeah. And it is a decent discount. Yeah. So it's for 75 minutes. It was £99.
£99, yes.
And you get lots of different treatments within that. So there is a massage, there's a facial, lots of lovely stuff.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll let you know how it goes later, I guess. Let's just see how this beautiful sea day goes. So on a sea day, the Crow's Nest is a really nice venue to go to just to play some cards or just sit back, relax and enjoy the scenery. So we're just on the deck doing our walking exercise.
Yes.
3.2 laps equals 1 mile, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're going to do our 3.2 and maybe do 3.5. Who knows? We might go crazy.
We're in the pennant bar and here are a couple of cheeky Mai Tais. Gosh, it's like it was timed, wasn't it? This was definitely our favourite bar on the ship. Cocktail wise, they were the most consistent, and obviously you had this gorgeous view as well. Now it's time to head back to the room because we have an appointment at the Oasis Spa for a cheeky massage. Not too cheeky, by the way, so don't take that out of context. We made our way to the relaxation room to wait to be picked up for our massages. And time to relax. Yeah. The facilities were pristinely clean and the masseur was very polite and professional. So relaxed. It's like a full body massage, head to toe, well, to a degree anyway. Really concentrated on my legs, back, shoulders, got rid of lots of knots, and then gave me a nice scalp massage and also a little bit of a facial as well, just to try and calm my skin down after all of the sun.
So we are just on the way to the beach tonight. It's formal night, but you don't have to dress formal in the beach house, but we've put a collar on just to be nice.
So here we are back in the beach house for the second time, and they've switched the menus slightly and we'll show you in a minute what it looks like. We've already ordered it. It's really quick service in here. So we've both gone for a couple of pints of beer and Moretti. For starters, I've gone for the baked mushrooms, and then for the mains, I've just gone for a double cheeseburger. I just really fancied something really standard and chilled out.
Okay, and for my starter, I went for the Panko Crumb Tiger Prawns. We're also being a bit cheeky and we're going to share the pork crackle in between us as a bonus starter because the big breakfast just means we want a big dinner. So we'll see. You only cruise once, right? For main, I've also gone for the beef brisket. I was really torn between mac and cheese and beef brisket, but the beef brisket also comes with mac and cheese. So best of both.
Yay! And we'll decide on desserts later.
We will. We've also been given a nice window seat.
Yes,
it
gorgeous.
has started raining, but we did see whales earlier. So I am going to still be on the lookout for whales.
It was very exciting, wasn't it?
It was. We were just in the room serenading each other to Shania Twain's "You're Still the One," as most couples, I imagine, or hope, do. I was like, and then I abruptly stopped. I was like, whales! And we jumped up to the window and was having a look. Oh my God. Ah!
Good catch.
Oh wow!
Sorry again, it's still over there. Anyway, we digress. Back to the dinner.
So guys, here's the garlic cheesy mushrooms, which look amazing. And then we've got the pork crackling.
And finally, these are the panko tiger prawns. They look amazing.
So it was really nice. It was a bit oily because they used cheddar cheese, but the taste was really, really good. So for me, it was fine. But if you don't like really oily foods, maybe give it a miss.
So yeah, my starter was really, really nice, actually. Really tasty. Really enjoyed that you had a blend of like the panko tiger prawn, but also like a breadcrumby one, like a more traditional breadcrumb. Was really, really nice. Went very nicely with the sauce. We shared the pork crackling, and it was really good. But I would say, because the portion's really big, I'm really glad we shared it rather than ordered it individually, because there was a lot of it. But with it, you get like a gravy, a applesauce, and kind of like a spicy maple.
Yeah, it's a maple
Yeah,
sauce.
it kind of tasted almost like a chutney and Sindhu, but sweeter. It was really nice.
So this is the Beach House double cheeseburger, and my God, you're going to have to roll me home, Ben. I'm not going to make it. It looks beautiful, let's face it.
Look at that in scale of your head. It looks like it's as big as your head. I've gone for the mac and cheese with brisket and cornbread and a link sausage.
Looks gorgeous.
It looks really good and smells amazing. I do have some food envy, so I'm going to ask Gareth to kindly share his.
Oh, I will. There's enough to go around. We could have shared this.
We could have shared that.
Not to be ungrateful.
No.
I feel beaten. I tried my best, but it's a very, very heavy, big burger. It's really nice, extremely tasty, and it's not a frozen burger. They've made it fresh. It's really good. But where it's a double burger, very heavy. So I'd only recommend it maybe if you're really hungry. Otherwise, it's really beautiful.
Or sharing between two people.
You could do, yeah, absolutely, as we've kind of been doing tonight.
Yeah. So my main was really nice. The brisket was really nice. There was a lot of it as well. So they really do go all out on the portions, particularly the ones that you have to spend some extra money to have. But it was really, really tasty. Couldn't finish it either because it comes with a side of mac and cheese and then a lot of beans underneath as well. So I just couldn't finish it, but it was really tasty. Really, really good.
And because we were so full, we went for ice cream. We couldn't stomach anything else.
2 vanilla and an Eton mess.
That one especially, Eton mess, is amazing. Hey guys, so just to give you an idea of what to expect on a formal night in the buffet, we've got all this lovely food here. I'll try and get what it is as well, in case it's not obvious. Obviously you got your breads as usual and all that. Hey, how are you? Good. Yeah, good, thank you. You got your like kind of pastry things as well. Got some cold cuts. And also just in case you've got
a sweet tooth, you got some beautiful desserts as well. So tonight there wasn't really any entertainment that was for us really. There was a multi-instrumentalist in Carman's, and over in Masquerade at the time they were doing some ballroom dancing, which honestly again isn't for us, but it is nice to see people having fun. Join us next time as we explore one of the most incredible places we've ever seen, the Lofton Islands. We take a P&O Cruises excursion over to the west side of the Lofton Islands, and trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. It's absolutely stunning. We also show you some of the onboard entertainment and also tell you why I'm on stage. What's going on? We also take you to the spa, and also, as always, we take you to lots of restaurants and show you what amazing food P&O Cruises Aurora has to offer. Until then, check out one of these videos. Thanks for watching.